Welcome to Eastside Community Heritage's 20-year anniversary. Over the past 20 years, we have been dedicated to recording and preserving powerful stories in your community and providing better access to the creative arts and heritage. Since 1998, Eastside has brought over 80 exhibitions as well as hundreds of free events, screenings and workshops into the community. The People's Museum and Gallery of Newham was designed and curated by the people of the borough to inform Olympic visitors about the history of the area. Funded by the Arts Council, the AbFab pop-up art gallery was part of our project Making Sense of Art in Barking and Dagenham, led by young people with learning disabilities. Our mobile project, Museum on Wheels, brought pictures, objects and memories from Newham back into the borough in old people's homes and community centres. Our Heritage Route Master bus tour of Newham took passengers on a journey through time as they listened to oral histories, music and a guided tour of the borough's rich history. Capturing hidden histories on film is central to our heritage. Eastside has produced over 30 documentaries and collaborative videos and trained over 200 budding filmmakers.
Kamal was a leader, the founder of the Coloured Men's Institute.
He knew then, I suppose, what he really wanted to do. He said there's a lot of work to be done with all these poor people in England and the sailors coming to this country. They've nowhere to go, which there wasn't.
I was 16 when I first tried to join the army. Quite simply, I was trying to escape a broken home and find an identity for myself. I was based in Crossmaglen, 8 or 9 years post-ceasefire, and it really is the IRA's heartland. You had to pretend it was still the 1970s to 1980s, the height of the Troubles. You had to respect the history of the place.
There was a time when the BNP were very present in Tower Hamlets before the local sort of elections, and there was a lot of intimidation going on, and so people didn't come out to vote. So as a group of women from different nationalities and different backgrounds, we decided to form an organisation ourselves. And we came together as a group called Women Unite Against Racism.
We wanted to do a ministerial broadcast. Number 10 got in touch and said, you can't do that. The Prime Minister has to give her specific agreement, and she didn't. My number one priority was to prevent it going further.
I remember as a little kid, my fascination was incredibly beautiful women. I had no interest in either being a full woman or being a full man in terms of what people see. That was just too limiting, really.
Our archive holds over 4,000 oral histories and 35,000 photographs. To achieve this, we designed over 300 projects working with 1,000 community groups and 800 volunteers. Black Angels from the Empire uncovered the history of overseas nurses from the Caribbean, who played a major role in filling the gaps in the National Health Service. Working Lives of the Thames Gateway collection was built over 3 years and celebrates the East End's industry workers. Little Germany looks at the history of German immigrants in Stratford during World War I. This was the second largest European immigrant community in Britain from 1861 to 1911. Voices of Leytonstonia covered the M11 Link Road campaign in the early 90s, when a quiet area of East London transformed into a thriving hub of resistance. We're Not Finished celebrates East End women who campaigned for suffrage, working rights and trade union representation. An accredited training centre since 2012, Eastside offers a QCF in cultural heritage at levels 1, 2 and 3. 90% of our 30 qualified trainees have walked out of our doors into a job in the heritage sector. Hi, I'm Megan. I've been a heritage leadership trainee at Eastside for 3 months now. It's very varied. Since I've been here, I've learned how to use things like Audacity, a sound editing software. We're starting to work on personal projects, which will involve oral history interviews, and our projects eventually becoming exhibitions, which is exciting. I managed to get a job kind of helping to retell history, and that's what I wanted to do, so very excited.
My name is Paul Beard, and I was one of the Cultural Heritage trainees between June 2014 through to February 2015, and then after I went on to be project officer at Eastside, and then went on to work at the Royal Opera House as collections assistant. We do a bit of everything from collections management to exhibitions. I've really come out of Eastside with a very positive approach to work and being able to say yes to a lot of things. What I did at Eastside was perfect as a primer to get a role at the Royal Opera House.
Eastside wishes to thank you for your continuing support and guidance as we enter our 20th year, bringing people and communities together to share their history and create a better future for all.